Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Maker Pace, and welcome to a brand new series I'm going to be starting on the channel. We're going to be revisiting a game from my childhood, Sonic Adventure 2, and we are going to be doing a Chao Garden playthrough. So, without further ado, let's get started. We're going to be starting on a brand new file, as you guys can see right here, so we're going to be gradually playing through the game and getting as many emblems as possible as I play through the Chao Garden as well. Alright, first Chao key's right around the bend. Nice. Now, we just gotta complete the level. Big! No!
Yes!
Alright, if you collected the Chao key, you'll see that white out and hear that sound effect, which means you did it correctly. And welcome to Chao World. It's not very fancy yet, but we'll get a lot more doors here soon. Now, every Chao Garden playthrough is going to start off with 2 eggs, so let's pop one of these bad boys open. Now, there's different methods of cracking open eggs, and we're just going to go with this tried and true rocking method. This is one of the most peaceful ways to get a Chao to come out besides just waiting for it to hatch naturally. And depending on how long you rock this Chao egg, will actually give you a different facial expression for the Chao. So I think this has been long enough, so let's see what kind of facial expression we get. No, we got a creepy boy. He's got that big old evil smile. Aw, look at him. I think that for this guy over here, we're just going to wait for him to hatch. So let's put him somewhere we can see him. Right there, looks good. Alrighty. After doing a little bit of research, I think that this guy right here is going to become a dark flying type. So if you don't know, there's different types of, I guess you could call it morality alignments that the Chaos follow. So if you raise them with a hero character, they will become a hero Chao. And if you raise them with a dark character, they will become a dark Chao. So we're going to be raising this guy primarily with a dark character, but let's see what we can get from the other egg, and maybe we'll change our mind. And yes, I am purely basing this off the facial expression. I am extremely biased towards this kind of face. This is the kind of face only a mother could love, and frankly, he scares the shit out of me. So... oh! What kind of face you got, buddy? Neutral? You got a neutral face. Alrighty. Well, this is going to be our hero voice, so let's go ahead and start grinding out some happiness. So you can tap the B button whenever you're near a Chao to pet it. And each time you pet it like this, it increases its happiness value. There's actually 2 happiness values that we gotta worry about, and one of them is hero, one of them is dark. So as you can see, he's starting to turn a lighter color as we pet him with Sonic, which is a sign that the hero happiness is raising already. Alright, so I think that I want this guy to be primarily a swimmer, so we're gonna give him the yellow boys. Just because I want him to be a swimmer doesn't mean I'm going to ignore the other level traits. Now, just because that we're going to be making this guy a Dark Chao does not mean that we can't give him things as Sonic. Does not mean we can't love on him as Sonic. It just means that whenever the time comes for him to evolve, we need to make sure that we give him plenty of affection with a Dark character. Go ahead and feed them up. Now, come on, finish your food. All that being born nonsense must have made you work up an appetite. There we go. Alrighty. Oh, I forgot. Since I didn't enter through the, since I entered with a Chao key, if I exit the garden, it automatically kicks me out. Well, looks like I'm just gonna have to play through more of the game. I gotta do that anyway, so I'll see you guys back at the garden. Let's name these little guys, shall we? Let's go with you first. Let's go ahead and get you all eviled up, turn you into a villain. We're gonna turn down your social credit. Something that I always liked with the dark two-tone Chaos is the little red crescent moon that appears on their chest. It was always so classic to me. It brings back good memories. There we go. go. Now we can distinctly tell them apart. Let's go name this little fella. So if you go to the fortune teller, first she'll recommend some nicknames for you. Shaolin? Nah. She'll ask you if you want a different name, and you just tell her no, and then you can name the Chao yourself. So let's go ahead and name this guy Eren. Yes. Eren Jaeger. Alright, let's try to sell this boy. Sell him on the black market. Let's go Eren over to the doctor and see what kind of stats we're looking at. Oh, okay. This kind of changes up what I want to do for this guy. But before we actually decide that, let's name our other guy. Considering what we named the other one, I already have a name in mind for this one. Armin. Okay, Armin. His stamina sucks, but an A in running? That's not bad. Well, it looks to me like Armin is going to be a run power. We'll make Eren a swim run Chao. Let's go ahead and get these guys some more drives then. I'm gonna be real, the entirety of the Chao Garden is just a grind fest. Thankfully though, I have the power of editing, so I can just cut most of that out, and you guys only get to see the fun stuff. Alright, perfect. Arguably the stat that is the hardest to grind out is stamina. I don't think I've ever personally maxed out stamina just because I always forget to feed them. That sounds bad, but like, they feed themselves. Really, it's not. It's not. I don't want to explain myself. I think it's time to play through some more of the story and get some more animals for these guys. Alright, boys. It is time to train. Eren, your training begins now. So if you didn't know, there's a glitch that you can do in the Chao Garden. If you set down an animal or a chaos drive directly in front of your Chao, like so, and not giving it to them directly, then you are able to reuse that animal or drive. It's a lot easier with animals though, because they're not as bouncy. So I'm just gonna sit here and grind for a little while until he's around like level like 12-ish, and then we'll probably start leveling him up in some other traits. So speed that up and I'll be right back. Alright, perfect. Now we got our boy to level 12. Let's go ahead and clean out the rest of these animals around here. Because we gave him all these animals with a hero character, he started to lighten up a bit. So we're gonna have to come back in with a dark character sometime soon and give him some love in that way. After they're done eating their food, I'll come back in with some running animals and we'll train up Armin. Okay, we're gonna come back in with some running animals, and we'll go ahead and give Eren some running animals too, just so that way we can get him walking around the garden so he's not crawling anymore. Armin! What's up, what's up, what's up? You wanna see if Eren knows how to swim? Yeah! Look at him go! He did it, he did it. See, once you increase your Chao's traits to a certain level, they'll start to change their behaviors. Feeding him the fruit was the easiest way for me to get him to sit still for a second, so I could set up the this. Oh, he's already walking around, look! He's already walking. What levels? 2? I thought it was at least level 3 or 4. Does the grade level affect how quickly they would start to do other actions? Perfect. Good job, Armin. Good training session. I'm gonna give him one of these bunnies over here to get him to level 13, and then we're gonna train Eren up in running. I want him walking around this place. Oh, look, he went right to sleep. Yeah, tired after all that training up. So, I want to talk about my goal for this series. The ultimate goal of a Chao Garden playthrough is to get a Chaos Chao, in my opinion. I've never gotten a Chaos Chao before, and this was one of my first video games, especially one of my first video games that I played, like, extensively. Like, I grinded this game so long to, get my Chaos the way I wanted them to. So, the goal of this series is ultimately to get my first Chaos Chao, and if I can get multiple Chaos Chaos, then so be it. That is the ultimate goal. I don't know how long that's going to take, but I'm expecting it to take quite a long time, because, aw, Eren. Now, it takes a long time to get a Chaos Chao. A typical childhood for a Chao, that's the stage that they're in right now, is about a year. A Chao year, which is about 3 hours in in-game time. A Chao's lifespan is 5 years, so once it has reached 5 years of age, or it's somewhere between the 5 to 6 year mark, they will either die or reincarnate. If they have been abused, or they've been hit, or haven't been treated very well, then they will die. But if their happiness stat, which is a hidden stat that you can't see, is high enough, then they will reincarnate. A Chao has to have gone through 5 years, which is about 15 to 20 hours of real-life time to reach this stage. For a Chao to become a Chaos Chao, they have to have an S rank in one of their stats. They have to have reincarnated twice. Those are the basic elements. But essentially, getting a Chaos Chao will take around 40 hours of in-game time. So, we have a long road ahead of us, and I hope that you guys stick around. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like if you did, consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. See you guys then.